Okay. Dr. Craig, if the design hypothesis that you put forth is actually viable, then it seems that the designer must have a viable mechanism of action. Does the designer go in with scissors and tape to rearrange the genome to create changes not attributable to natural selection? What mechanisms do intelligent design theorists propose for this, and are the mechanisms testable?
This is an excellent question. Because the ID camp really is a big tent. It includes people who are theistic evolutionists like Behe and Denton down to people who are six-day creationists. And so they will propose different kinds of mechanisms. What they all agree is that undirected processes would not lead to this kind of biological complexity. So one attractive view would be a kind of progressive creationism which would see God as intervening periodically in the evolutionary process to cause, say, systemic macro-mutations that would in all probability never occur by random chance, but which God causes in order to bring about what would otherwise be, a hopeful monster, that is to say, some very radically different life form. And then he allows natural selection and random mutation to take its course. So that would be one possibility, a kind of progressive creationism. Behe, in his most recent book, argues for non-random mutations of some sort, that these would be mutations that would be directed by God, leading ultimately to humanity. So I think there's any number of alternatives, and this would be one of the interesting research projects that ID theorists ought to engage in.